Hello, educators. My name is Stacy Crabb. Today I'm going to help you learn how to use some EdTech tools for the independent work section of today's lesson. In today's lesson, option 2 for independent work calls for the students to write about their reading. So one way you can do this if you're remote or asynchronous and have the students still be able to see the work of each other and comment could be to use a Padlet. So let's look at the directions. It says write a few sentences to tell about whether what the children see outside the window could really happen. Then add a picture to your writing. Include details from the text. After the students do that, the lesson calls for them to share and compare their sentences and pictures. Let them talk about their writing and how it is similar and different from each other. So in order to do that, they need to be able to have access to each other's work. So Padlet offers that, and it also offers a way for them to be able to provide feedback to each other. So before we head over into the Padlet, I'm actually going to just copy these directions so we can carry them over. So let me just close out of this so I can show you from square one. All right, so we'll go Padlet. And Padlet is free up to 5, I believe 4 actually, 4 Padlets. And what you can do, you'll see here, is once you've done one of the Padlets and you don't need it anymore, you can save it, you can print it, and then delete it. So you just can't have more than 4 free at a time. So you can go to make a Padlet, and you'll see there's many different options here of how you can structure your Padlet. So what I'm thinking for this one is to be able to have each student present their work and have students add on. So I think wall would be a good option for that. Grid could be a good option for that, or the shelf would be a good option for that. But I'm going to choose the wall. All right, so the first thing you need to do is change the name. We don't need it to be My Glorious Padlet, but we can call it The Nest. Okay, and then the description, you might just actually want to paste the directions right in there. So write a few sentences to tell about whether what the children see outside the window could really happen. I'm actually going to just pull it close together. Then add a picture to your writing. And let's bring this closer. Include details from the text. All right, let me move myself over so we can go over the settings here. The icon, if you want to put an icon in there, that's up to you. These are your options. I would prefer not to, so I'm going to leave it there. This is going to be the address of the Padlet, so if you want to post it to Google Classroom or any other platform, you can do that as well. The appearance, you can leave it that color, or if you want to take a screenshot of the book, you could also do that as well. So what I could do here is, if you're using a Mac, you could do Command-Shift-4, and you could take a screenshot of the book. Okay, it should come up onto your desktop, and then when you do wallpaper, you can choose your own. You could upload. I'm going to pick a file. Let's see, I'll go to my desktop and my most recent screenshot. Okay, and that could be a picture of the book. Then I could go back. All right, and you could pick a color scheme, a font that you'd like. Now these are some of the important stuff. Display the author's name above each post. I do want to see the student's name, so I am going to turn that on. You can choose the position if you want the top one to be the most recent or the bottom to be the most recent. It really doesn't matter to me, so I'm going to leave it as first. This is important. Allow viewers to comment on posts. This would be the whole point of using this app, is so that the students can comment on each other's work. You can also allow them to use other features such as likes or stars. I'm only going to enable the likes, but that's really up to you. Now, this is also up to you if you want to monitor those comments before they get posted, or if you want to filter for profanity. That's really up to you. I've gone over expected feedback with my students plenty, so I don't really feel the need to do this, but you know your students and you know how much you've prepared them for peer feedback, so that's going to be up to you. Then we should be set. All right, so you can start posting. And what would happen here, I'll move myself in here, you, each student, which I'll make a video for the students as well, they would actually just press the plus sign, and then this would allow them to write their sentence and draw their picture. So if I wanted to say, write a few sentences to tell about whether the children see outside the window could really happen, I would say what the children see outside the window. And then you would have them write their answer, and they could also add other options here. So they can voice record their answer. They can take a picture of what they draw and post it using the camera, or they could use the drawing tool right here. So these give them some options, and I will be making a video for the students so that they would know how to do this as well. And then once the students are done posting, right, then you'll see here it has the add comment, and I'm going to put that in the video for the students as well, how they would add comments to each other's work. So what you'll see here is as the students post, it will just make a grid, you know, almost like brick and mortar, like how it would come together. So you'll see all the students' work in one place, and they'll be able to see each other's work and provide feedback to each other. So hopefully this will be an effective way to remotely or asynchronously have the students engage in this wrap up or this independent work for the lesson.